Thank you. What is going on, everybody? You know why I got this hat on? It's the new 302 Mafia teaser out, and our producer, JJ Seggs, who you guys are going to see later on the show tonight, told me I need to have more of a Mafia mentality. I don't know. I don't really like it personally. But anyway, how's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic.
Pretty good.
How about you, Dutchie? You're looking extra sexy. Did you get your tips refrosted?
Maybe if you get lucky, you'll
those
see
tips
that
look
later
terrible.
in the show.
Yeah.
Those look terrible.
They look better
look
than
great.
whatever you think your facial hair situation is.
I think he went to the same parlor as my grandmother.
You guys know who has a conflicting view about parlors and barbershops and where he wants to go? My guy, Kevin Durant. Jack's guy, really. Jackson, take it away. Is this guy coming to Philly or Boston?
Yeah, I think he's gonna probably stay at the Nets, honestly, because I don't think the Sixers have enough money to spend on him, and I'm not sure about the Celtics. I don't think the Celtics need him per se because they're like unstoppable, and I mean they have Jason Tatum, they have Marcus Smart. I mean they don't really need him, but yeah, we need him, but at the same time, like, can we afford him? You know what I mean? If he takes a cut, then yeah, but if he's asking for a lot of money, I don't think we can afford him.
No, I don't disagree with that. I think that that's a very, very fair point. KJ, what are you thinking?
Honestly, for KD, it seems like I kind of agree with what Jack's saying. I think he probably will stay with Brooklyn. I mean, I heard some reports saying that he wants to leave because they are not going to get rid of Steve Nash. He said it's either me or it's Nash. You got to get rid of one of us. And I think they're really committed to Steve Nash right now. And it just seems like they want to move on from him, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if I can see him being a Sixer, to be honest, because I think we would have to give up too much, to be honest. I'd be great with getting rid of Tobias because we can get rid of that whole contract and that whole situation that goes on with Tobias. And then Maxey would be kind of sad to get rid of him because I still think he could still ball out and he's got a lot of potential. So, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about KD, though, because he is older. He is one of the great players in the league for sure, but I don't know if I really want to risk losing Tyrese Maxey. I don't know.
No, I agree with that. I mean, we got a real young talent and a really good player. And for somebody to come here for 1 or 2 years and for it not to work out, that really scares me. But, I mean, I think that where he's thinking, if this is the choices that he's narrowed it down to, I got to give him props as an NBA player because I think that both of these teams are good landing spots for him, in my opinion. I mean, I don't have much else to say. Josh?
Yeah, I've said it for 8 months now. I would give up everybody besides Joel Embiid for KD. I mean, losing Maxey, yeah, that would suck, but, I would do it to get KD. He's the greatest scorer of all time. So, there's not any resistance on this.
No, I think that that's a fair point. I mean, looking at it retroactively, if we want a championship from it, one championship from it, it would be worth it, in my opinion, because it's been a drought here, and I think we all agree with that.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like you're pairing up two of the greatest scorers in the league right now. So you're not guaranteed a title, but I think it's a better chance when we have net. I'd rather give up everything and win a title next year than continue to build for the future. I don't give a shit anymore. We've been building for the future for 15 years now.
Yeah, we've been building for a long time.
I don't even think he's going to move too. When you think about, because the owner came out this week and said, "I'm going to do what's in the best interest of the Brooklyn Nets," And if he thinks he made it sound like he thinks the best interest for the Brooklyn Nets is just to keep KD and not make a move.
Wait, what? Say that again, Tom?
The owner of the Brooklyn Nets. Follow along. I know. After some Wednesday beers, you guys are a little slow.
I didn't drink anything.
You had
He had a shot of tequila.
The owner of the Brooklyn Nets said this week, when KD put in his trade request, that he's going to do what he thinks is in the best interest of the Brooklyn Nets, and he made it seem like making no move is what's in the best interest of the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, well, that's a lie, and he's lying. So
yeah, no way in hell that the Brooklyn Nets honestly say, you know what, let's give up KD for a bag of chips. Like, I think that they're gonna keep him, but I think that at this point it's salvaged, and it's like, what team is gonna bite and say that we want to take a risk on KD? Maybe it's the Sixers. Hopefully it's the Sixers. But look at the guy up there. I mean, he's really hoping so. He's like, crossing his fingers. Number 35.
But I don't want to give up Maxey for him, and I think that's the only player that the Nets want.
I would, though. I want Josh. Would you, Jack?
You would
What? Give up Maxey for him? Yeah.
KJ?
Yeah.
You're all fools.
Kind of. I mean, here's the thing. As I said before, KD is a little bit older. If he could stay healthy, that'd be great. But, yeah, I mean, we were just saying before, he's one of the greater scorers in the league. And, I mean, he would totally add a lot of upside to this team for sure. And we've been waiting for so long to just, build this team. And it's been honestly frustrating. We've been pulling our hair out and everything. It's been painful. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, anything to push us to the championship title, to be honest, anything that could push us to the actual potential, I mean, I think go for it. But it's kind of tough, though, getting rid of Maxey. I feel like he's that piece that we can have in the future. But, I mean, if we just want to get a championship in, next year or the next couple years, then, I say you go for KD.
Yeah, but I think it's better. It benefits the Sixers if they just keep building young prospects and players because, I mean, we have a young squad, per se. I mean, Tobias Harris is probably one of the older ones on the squad. But if we're trying to prepare for the future, I think it's no need to get KD and just get good prospects when we draft and kind of build that squad up. So,
Jackson.
Yeah, it's been hot out today, and you know what else is hot? The red hot Phils, baby.
Wait. Yes. There was one thing that we got to do right before it. What was it? Hold on. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, yeah, your weekly call-ins. I'm sorry. I meant to say that. Tell them about it, Jackson.
Yeah, no. So weekly call-ins are sponsored by El Diablo Burritos. It's the best burrito place in the state of Delaware. There's 5 locations. If you're in and around Delaware, stop on by. Get a nice little baby burrito, size of a little tiny baby. Queso's fucking amazing, and the burrito bowls are top tier, better than Chipotle, Qdoba, and Moe's.
Gang.
What the hell is Qdoba? I don't even care. And the employees are always chill as hell.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shout out our boy Rap. Gone but not forgotten.
Thank you for that, Josh. But yeah, let's kick it off to Jack's call-ins. We have a couple call-ins that called into the show. Let's fucking hear it.
Hi guys, I'd just like to send love from the UK. I'm a big Philly fan. I love all Philly sports. Started in about 2001 after watching Iverson play for the Sixers and just followed the Sixers, Eagles and Phillies ever since. And looked like the Union is starting to do well. So I just thought I'd send some love. Peace.
These jerk-offs better fucking get rid of Jalen Reagor right now. This guy has no fucking clue what he's doing. He doesn't need to be on the team anymore. Get him the fuck out of here. CUCKAHHHHH. Peacing out.
Well, you guys heard the call-ins. 2 of them right there. Real quick, I do want to shout out James, UK.
Yeah, I'm going to say thanks, James.
Awesome.
Even though you're from the UK, it's huge that you still listen to our podcast and you're a Phillies fan.
By order of the people.
That is an honor.
James.
That's an honor, sir. That is an honor.
And Chris, kind of hot. No. I think Reagor needs to go.
It's an $8 million cap hit if we cut him. We just don't get back.
But
we just lose $8 million.
Okay, but what good has he done for us? And what's good?
Nothing.
What good is he wasting a spot on the sideline? Nothing.
I think we can. I mean, he's still our best.
I mean, we haven't
Punt
had. No, he's not. He fumbled a punt return last year.
He was our best punt return.
And he dropped 2 passes against the Giants. Don't let him forget.
Yep.
No, I mean, dude.
Oh, he's a terrible receiver.
And Prada was actually there and witnessed it.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And the thing is, like, we haven't had issues with our receivers being injured, so I don't think he deserves a spot on the squad or even the practice squad. Maybe he's trying to, perform well in camp, but at the same time, you already know our receivers are going to be Quez Watkins, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. Like, there's no need to waste a spot on Jalen Reagor. We thought he was going to be a good pick, and that's one pick that Roseman screwed up, and he hasn't done much since he's been on the team.
I think also with Reagor, I mean, last year he had a good camp as well. But this year, I mean, it might just be the same thing. He might just have a good camp, and then he won't perform in the season. I think the Philly pressure is getting to him in general. I think he just can't take the heat in Philly. I mean, he gets really heated with the tweets and all that kind of stuff, and he notices it. He does, for sure. So I think Reagor, I agree. I mean, he's got to get out of here.
All good points. I think personally, in my opinion, I talked about it with my guy tonight, if he's listening, hopefully, Forrest from the bar, but he said he's going to give Reagor one more season. And I agree with that. I mean, we have so much invested in him. You might as well give him one more year. And if he's not it, get rid of him. But at the same time, I don't disagree with trading him at his highest value. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of on board for whatever right now, to be honest. But we'll see what happens.
Who's going to trade for him, though? I don't think he's tradable.
The Broncos, I have heard, have been interested.
Yeah, Broncos.
They're with the Jags.
Yes, Broncos and Jags is what I've heard.
Yeah, I would trade him for a bucket of kicking tees if it meant we got his cap hit off of us and he wasn't on the team anymore.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say
Yeah,
he's that. $8 million is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't even want to talk about him anymore. But you know what I do want to talk about, Tom?
It's been hot and it's been dangerous this week. And you know what else has been hot? The Fighting Phils, baby.
Yes,
the Fighting
sir.
Phils.
What time is it, Jackson?
The Mets.
Ballpark Tommy.
Time for Phillies talk with Ballpark Tommy. Finger stitch.
Tommy, boy,
Oh,
why don't you
there's
go
my
ahead and
guy,
introduce
Jason.
our guest.
Look how good.
Sir.
Look how good.
Happy to be here, boys.
We're happy you're here, buddy.
Zepp, I haven't seen you in a long time. You look good, dude.
Thank you. You look the same, but you're always been an attractive motherfucker. So
Baker,
Good for you.
Buddha Baker.
Right?
How are you
I
thinking
missed
about the Phillies?
Josh's face the last few weeks.
I know. I haven't
Yeah.
seen him forever.
I've been recouping.
We talking about the Phils? You mean the Phils that are what? 12 and
Titans?
1? They're past 13 games, won 6 straight. Look, I don't want to overhype them. We're beating teams we should beat. Yes, absolutely. But if you look on the bright side as well, we don't even have the MVP, and our offense is hitting the absolute shit out of the baseball. I mean, I don't know what else more you want. Our bullpen, ever since Corey Knievel got demoted, our bullpen is
Rob
legit.
Thompson
It's the
became
top 5
manager.
bullpen in the league. It's been ridiculous. And Knievel, I give him all the credit in the world. He came here to be the closer and came in, got demoted, and said, you know what? I get it. Let me try to help some other guys. And then absolutely has been that leader and came through for Dominguez and some of the other young guys we have in that bullpen. And that's been stellar. Just amazing to see.
Oh, it's great. Their business has been booming.
Look, and last time I was on the show, we had a little argument about Bryson Scott, and the next day he goes 3 for 4 with a triple and 2 singles with 4 RBIs. So he's making me eat my words.
I know Bryson Stott has been a stud, and he's been going off. The best part about Bryson Stott is he's not just a good fielder; he's a smart fielder too. He reminds me a lot of Chase Utley, the greatest second baseman of all time, Sags. Of Chase Utley. Chase Utley would know, sometimes don't throw to first, fake it to first, bait the guy, and throw it home like he did in the World Series.
Absolutely. That's the most iconic play of all time for Chase Utley, in my opinion, besides the slide.
Yeah. And Stott kind of has that wit about him, which I really like. Like he's a young guy, but he already has kind of like that veteran mentality of like let me think this through before the balls even hit my way.
Absolutely. No, he does have those intangibles like that. But in my opinion, I think this all starts with JT Realmuto. Have you guys seen his stats the past 2 weeks?
No,
He's
I
batting
haven't.
He's batting 450 and slugging over 650. I think yesterday he dropped a 2-run bomb that gave us the lead. I mean, he's been playing out of his mind hitting wise. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When maybe a year when he was struggling hitting 220 and we're paying him $30 million, not gonna lie, I definitely was definitely bashing on him, definitely saying some things. But my man stepped up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's controlling our pitchers, helping the young bullpen as well, and he's hitting the shit out of the baseball.
And you gotta look at Alec Bohm, who since July 1st has been hitting around 430.
Yeah, he's doing better. Alec Boehm's doing way better.
He's a lot better.
Yeah,
I'm hoping the slugging
There's a
percentage comes up in a couple of
difference.
years, but I mean, with the on base and his OPS, you can't really complain too much. I'm
There-
hoping the slugging comes around.
I also think it has something to do with the new coaching. There's a night and day difference in how he's played under Girardi and Rob Thompson. Just night and day. He's become the stud we all hoped he would become after that 2020 season. And he hasn't looked back since Rob Thompson took over and kind of instilled like a newfound confidence in him.
Rob Thompson is literally the man. Rob Tom, I want to give him some slob. He has literally been amazing. Like, I think he's 39 and 19 since he took over.
He's
and the way
something ridiculous.
That's an awesome quote, Casey.
The way that he orchestrates that bullpen, it's a little unorthodox in my opinion that I've seen, but the way the guys that have like just adapted and revolved around it,
but it works for him, and he knows
absolutely. And it doesn't. In my opinion, there's not a closer. I don't think there's a closer or a setup guy. It's who do I think is going to be the best person for this spot, and I like it, and it's been working.
I love that he doesn't play cookbook baseball. That's what I like to call what Girardi did. And he played cookbook baseball where it was like, oh, it's the 7th inning. I got to bring in
it was
Jose
scripted.
Alvarado, or I got to bring in Jurice Familia because he was
Oh God! Don't even mention his name. Oh God!
Absolutely, his whole game plan was scripted. Every single game, there was no adaptation whatsoever.
No, couldn't adapt based off of the situation.
Rob Thompson, looking back on it, I could win a World Series with the damn 2009 Yankees.
I think anyone could. That whole team is full of Hall of Famers.
What do you guys think will happen when Harper comes back? Like, what do you think will happen with Derek Hall?
I think he gets sent down, unfortunately.
So, yeah.
I think
he's been hitting well. I mean,
he has been. And it's
runs in the game against.
Okay, I have a quick question to tell me. Would you rather have Derek Hall coming off the bench, or would you rather have like Johan Camargo?
Right now, the way this team's built, probably Derek Hall, but Camargo's already down, which brings us to our next topic of who's going to be down after this weekend: the New York Mets. They will be so far down, it won't even be funny. And by the way, Segs, it just became 3-3.
God, shut the fuck up.
When you watch the swearing, I know you think we're in New York where everybody's a piece of dirt, piece of trash.
Let's go!
But we're in Philly. We are in Philly where we have class. Yes, we actually care. Here,
yeah.
we're actually going to win something.
And guess what, JJ? I'm coming down. I'm coming up to New York, and we're going to win the games there. I'm coming up there because KJ McCoy has only lost 3 games at Phillies games this year. And we're coming to New York, and we're going to whoop your ass there. We're coming. I'm telling you right now.
Lost a single Mets game.
Schwarber is going to hit sword bombs all day on you guys. And he's going to make Jacob deGrom look like a freaking triple A player. I swear.
Listen to me. I've been to 8 Mets games this season, resulted in 8 Ws. So I'm putting my undefeated streak on the line if I go this weekend. But let me give you some honest, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the Mets real quick. Daniel Vogelbach, I take back everything I ever said about Daniel Vogelbach. He is an absolute legend. He is this
I'm
man
sure
is
the donut shops.
He's literally Prince Fielder 2.0, but better. And if there's one thing that Tommy knows, the fat guys love to hit against the Phillies. Dom Smith, Pete Alonso, Daniel Vogelbach, Benny Agbayani, Prince Fielder.
all those guys would always rake against the Phillies. Why? Because they're big, they're fat, because they know if they play well in Philly, they get free cheesesteaks.
Yeah, but we got the fat guy now. We got Schwarber.
We have Vogelbach, so suck it. We have Vogelbach. Suck it.
Yeah, he's probably got 40 pounds on him.
This guy's now. I can tell he's from New York and a piece of trash.
Yeah,
let's get some honest predictions here. Game 1 is who's pitching for y'all? Because Scherzer's pitching for us.
I don't know. That depends.
I know Syndergaard is not pitching.
Syndergaard is not pitching.
He is not pitching. He is not.
Yo, KJ, I got a question for you. How did that Jairus Familia signing go for you guys?
I don't know, but why was he going to fit here anyway? I'm happy.
He should have never been here.
I knew he was going to be bad.
You're trash talking.
It don't matter what happens the first 100 games. It doesn't even matter what happens the first 140. The only thing that matters is if you make it to the postseason. And we're getting hot right at the right time. You guys might be doing well recently, but you've been pretty lukewarm.
Yeah, you guys know how to choke.
Oh my God! You realize this? If we finish
to answer your question, our starters go Ranger, Nola, Wheeler.
Ours go Scherzer, DeGrom, Bassett. That's 2 dubs right there.
3 wins.
2 dubs for us.
3 dubs for us.
Don't forget
Bassett
how good
sucks. Scherzer's given up about 7 runs each time he's played us.
Scherzer isn't good against us. He's just not.
Max Scherzer is like a 1.8 ERA.
DeGrom but not against us.
Starts.
Not against us.
Okay.
He can't play against us.
He does, but it's like saying, "Oh, the Phillies are a great team as of recently," and then they play the Marlins. They always stink against the Marlins. They always do.
Here's the thing: the Phillies cannot be trusted with any lead against the Mets.
Yes, they can.
He's saying that because of one game. He's saying that because of one game.
In Philly,
he does, KJ. He says it because of one game.
One stupid game.
And who was the first team we swept this year? Who was the first team we swept?
They must be your only team so far.
It's not sweeping. We still have a chance to beat you guys.
You're not going to beat us, though. That's the thing. You're not going to beat us. And also,
oh my God, it's going to be a clean sweep, and it's not even going to be funny.
Let's hear Zach. Let's hear Jack and Zeb.
Yeah, what do y'all got to say about this?
I think both sides have made great points, and I'm just very excited for this week's battle between these 2 great baseball teams. Yeah, I can't wait to watch the guys throw some balls and hit some balls and spit some dip and eat some wieners.
All I'm gonna say is, Tom. I know we're probably done.
Hashtag analysis.
I'm gonna put your tears from this sweep on this towel.
It's okay. I'll just hang up all my
toilet paper. Give me back my toilet paper.
I'd love to see what else is on that towel.
Give me that back.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You know, the Phillies are gonna win against the Mets.
They are.
Without doubt.
Yeah, here's the thing, though.
But you know what's even great? You know what's even greater?
I'm gonna witness it, JJ. I'm gonna witness it.
Travis Kelce, baby. Travis Kelce, not Travis Kelce. Jason Kelce.
Hit him
Jason Kelce.
Yeah.
You don't even know what you're talking about, Jack.
We're still
what the hell? Get them out of here, man. If they're talking about the.
Dio mio. All I'm gonna say is, Tom, if our bats get hot, you're screwed. Period. End of story. Because we put up a 10.
Get hot. You guys have yet to hit more than 4 runs a game against a decent team. What do you have right now?
Lost the Nationals.
You're playing below grade, below Keith Hernandez grade. Reds. You're saying
so the Atlanta Braves.
You guys lost to the Nationals too.
You are playing the Reds and calling.
One game. Oh.
What about the Braves though, Tommy? Everyone was saying the Braves are coming. The Braves are coming. They lose 4 or 5 to us. 4 or 5.
The Braves will spank you in a 7-game series, and it's not even funny because you guys do not have a complete game. You guys do not have a complete team.
See, you guys are worried about the regular season. I ain't even worried about the regular season. I'd be surprised if Scherzer and DeGrom were even healthy for the playoffs. I hope
That
they
is
are
tough.
because I think they're one of the best pitchers in the league, and that hurts to say coming
Thank
from
you,
Phillies
Jason.
fan, but they
Thank
are. And literally
Here's the thing, though.
every
I'm gonna say
baseball
this.
player in the MLB will say that. And I don't know who was it yesterday. They did an interview, and they literally asked them, what is it like hitting off Jacob deGrom? And he literally said, it's like going up there and knowing you don't have a shot.
Like, here's another thing, Tom. If we're
But
in
my
the
thing
ninth
is he going to be healthy? Because after
Yeah, he will be.
deGrom, I mean, Scherzer, he's been
We're
spotty
gonna-
this year.
I'm gonna-
Chris Bassett,
we're gonna-
spotty. You guys have been very injured in your bullpen. I mean, that's
Yeah, but
tough
look
come
at-
through season because that.
Segs, we're also winning now, so you can shove it.
Yeah, shove it
We're
up
playing
your
the
ass.
Marlins, but they took out Sandy Alcantara. Like, I give a shit. Oh, by the way, speaking of bullpen, if we go into the ninth inning and we're winning, it is finito for you.
It's finito for you too, because we
He
have
hasn't even pitched in the playoffs.
Baseball, baby.
He hasn't pitched in the
Sound
playoffs.
like-
Didn't he have a
Sound
7
like-
ERA last year? I ain't
Sound
worried
like
about the
something,
40 innings
baby.
he's pitched this year. I'm worried about when he gets in the playoffs and that music's playing and there's 40,000 fans screaming at him. I want to know if he's got
Yeah,
the
that
balls
stupid Mets
in.
song is on.
You
We
have
are
the
the
cojones
Mets.
for it?
We are the Mets.
I will
Oh,
give you
we
credit, though.
are
I
the
will give you
dumbass
credit,
Mets.
Here's what I will
Freaking
say, though.
dumbass
I will
song.
give some I'm going to turn this into a more serious note about the Phils. If you guys can get to Scherzer and DeGrom early.
30
we're-
seconds, motherfucker.
Thanks, Dutch. Also, if you let our bats get hot, I'm just going to say you're finished. And if this bullpen actually shows how it's been lately, it's going to be a really good series. But I think whoever wins like our next few season series, it's Mets and Phillies to win the division. The Braves are done. They're finito. I'm admitting it right now. The Phillies are going to the wild card, and we're going to win the division. And hopefully we play in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
gonna sit your ass in the
love to
playoffs.
see the Phillies and Mets battling it down the stretch, just going back and forth. And I'm pretty sure we have a series. I don't think it's the weekend before, but I think it's like that week before the season ends. I can't remember.
We play the Braves in our final series of the year, by the way. And just to end this off, I'm just going to leave this here. Not only are the Mets won 14 of 16, or is it 15 of 17? Yeah, 15 of 17. Not only are they over like 25 games over 500, we're 9-3 against the Phils this season. We have 3 losses to the Phils, and honestly, it should be 11 wins. So that's all I'm going to say. Good luck.
It's gonna
this
be
week.
5
The
or
only
6
thing I'm going to
this
say
weekend.
is literally wait till MV3 comes back.
Oh, please. Bryce Harper sucks. Let's move on.
MVP last year, almost 1,000 OPS.
Okay, tell me
Oh
when's
my
the last
God.
time?
He's a 300
when's the last
hitter.
time Pete
Over
Alonso won an
300
MVP?
hitter.
When's the last time Pete Alonso won an MVP?
He doesn't have to win MVP because he's going to win it next year. Mark my
When was the
words.
last time a Mets player won MVP?
You say that every year.
Oh, he didn't win the MVP.
I can't even remember. Was it Daryl Strawberry won MVP? Carlos
This
Delgado?
conversation is what I
remember
imagine
Mets
like a
winning.
bunch of Tourette's people hanging out sounds like.
Last time.
Zep, so is this like a family reunion for you?
Oh my God, you have no idea.
Award was Tom Seaver.
All I'm going to say is this. We're going to sweep you, and I'm going to come back on the show next week and roast the fuck out of you when we do.
We'll see. But guess what? Chase Utley owns your franchise.
Yeah, so does Dom Smith, Pete Alonso, Brandon Nimmo, Francisco Lindor, Edwin Diaz.
Chase Utley did it in the playoffs.
Nobody who's named after a freaking fish called Nemo owns us.
You take our garbage. We turn guys into stars, and you take our garbage.
Dom Smith's a star.
Yeah, what the?
Yeah.
We own them.
Dom Smith bats about.
Dom Smith's a star.
Bats
I mean,
about.
You know the garbage, the Jets.
Lindor was
They didn't
terrible
call that a
last
star.
year.
Lindor's the best shortstop in the second half of the season, if you look at his numbers.
Okay, you're saying second half.
Hey. Segs and Casey, appreciate you guys coming on. You know,
It was
we always,
fun.
Casey, you're always welcome to come on and whatever. Just let us know. Segs, I hate you. So
Hate you too.
I mean, let's talk about Kelce, baby.
Bye, Casey.
Time for Phillies talk with Ballpark Tommy. Finger stitch.
I think that one got a little out of hand there.
Yeah, that was got heated. Holy
Jesus.
crap, I'm
What
sweating over
happens
here.
when you
That
talk
was
to
hilarious.
irrational people like Mets fans?
That was like
So
Thanksgiving dinner.
here's the
That
thing.
asshole.
I think I'm sweating also because Jason Kelce's undergoing some elbow surgery. But hopefully he'll be back.
Yo, Blair. Lean in, Blair. Lean in, Blair. Lean in, Blair.
Hopefully he's back week 1. I mean, it's kind of a big, hit to our offensive line, but Cam Jurgens has been playing pretty well in the camp, so I'm not worried. I think Kelce will be back week 1. Nothing to worry about, so no need to panic right now at all.
I agree. Kelce has started like 1,000 games in a row. He's like top 5 in the NFL. Sirianni begged him to come back this season, so I don't think Kelce would come back and not be able to go week 1. I mean, I know he got hurt during preseason, but he'll be fine. He's going to start week 1. And you know what? This is probably the best thing that could have happened for Cam because Jason Kelce doesn't need the preseason because he's a baller. He's already ready to go. So this is just giving the rookie extra reps. And honestly, it can help out Dickerson too because he's at guard right now, but he's going to get more reps at center right now. So I think there's nothing to worry about. Listen, nothing to worry about.
Also, yeah, I mean, if Kelce's done after the season,
Which probably is.
It's kind of grooming Jurgensen to be that starting position next season.
You know all about grooming, don't you?
So I think it's a perfect spot to be at right now. But like Josh said, like I said, no need to worry about Jason Kelce.
We're fine. We're fine.
We're all good. All good in the hood.
Listen. Positive vibes only, boys.
If I may,
You may not.
You may.
fuck you. No,
Hey,
I honestly think
watch
Jason
your mic.
Kelce, this is a blessing in disguise because Cam Jurgens going to go out here and get some experience. I honestly, this might sound crazy, but let Jason Kelce sit until maybe week 3, week 4. Let Jason Kelce come into the second half of the season as a veteran. We have an easy schedule. Let him be a tank I would rather him be a tank for 10 games than him be mediocre or worn out for 22 games. I honestly am for Cam Jurgens developing, getting some of that. So not saying I want Jason Kelce to have an injury. I'm just saying that at some point we got to look to pass the torch. And I think that Jason Kelce's a phenomenal mentor, a phenomenal person. And I think that he's going to give Cam Jurgens great advice to where when Kelce wants to retire in a year or 2, maybe 3 years if we get lucky, Cam Jurgens is going to be in a good place to be able to take the reins.
So if Kelce's healthy week 1, you want Cam Jurgensen to start.
All right, let me rephrase that. I don't think that we should rush Kelce coming back. I know that they're saying that it's a week by week 1 injury, but you know how injuries are, and I think that honestly at this age it could get delayed. And if Kelce is like, "Yo, let me rest until week 4," I think that's not. I would rather have, like I said, a badass Kelce for 10, 12 games than a worn out Kelce by by the Super Bowl.
If Kelce was a player who had injury history, I would agree with you. But he's a beast and he doesn't miss time. So
He hasn't missed. How many games has he missed for injury? Like 5?
I genuinely don't know. I just know his consecutive starts is top 5 in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't no. Jason Kelce's gonna play when he's gonna play. We have him for 1 more year. We had to beg him to come back. The dude deserves retirement. He's gonna play, and we're gonna win. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
KJ?
Yeah, I think with Jason Kelce, I mean, back to what you were saying about Cam Jurgens. Yeah, I don't really agree with that comment saying that Kelce should be sat the first games. I mean, if he's healthy enough, put him in. Obviously, you got to have him in. I don't think you feed the new buck to the wolves yet, Cam Jurgens. If that makes any sense.
That does make sense. I like that analogy.
So with Cam Jurgens, yeah, he's a rookie. You don't just want to feed him. I mean, actually, if you want to put the analogy this way, feed him to the lions. If you make it makes any sense. Like that.
It does make more sense.
Yeah, it makes a little.
How's it going?
They're not wolves, but yeah, honestly, I think Cam Jurgens. I think he's having a great camp. Obviously, we saw the video that went viral with Jordan Davis and him, but Jordan Davis came back and said, "Hey, you know what? You guys should see what actually happens at the other practices because Jurgens is owning him apparently, or he's doing the same thing to him." But it goes either way. I mean, they're both going to be great talents, but I think Jurgens is going to still need to learn, and Kelce's going to be that mentor, and that's why he came back. I mean, he was very excited to hear that Jurgens got drafted by the Eagles, and we were scratching our heads like, wait, why the heck did we pick this guy? But honestly, I look at it now like, wow, this actually might work out. This actually might be good for the future. I mean, we got our next Jason Kelce, maybe. So I think, yeah, Jason Kelce, he might be out week 1, but I would even put Landon Dickerson at center, though. I would put him in front of Jurgens just because he's got a little bit more experience. He's played in the NFL a little bit longer. I mean, a year longer, but it still matters. So, but that's my opinion on it. But yeah, I would probably go with Dickerson instead of Jurgens week 1.
I agree with that, and then throw Dillard in as the other guard. That's what
Yeah.
I would do. Yeah, I think that's like perfect scenario. But I think Cam Jurgens getting this rep in preseason is very helpful. But I absolutely would not start this man week 1.
I don't know.
Dumbass.
I might start him week 1.
And what happens if he plays really bad and we're like down like a lot to the Lions first game of the season?
Well, it's
like
probably
nightmare.
not
We're
his
having
fault.
stock of the NFL because we lost the freaking Lions.
Yeah, we would be. But I don't think like this man blocks cows as training. Are you kidding me?
He's
He's
a
my
real
favorite
cowboy,
corner.
not like the Dallas Cowboys.
But honestly, I think he'd be better at guard or tackle than center. And if he's out, Kelce's out until week 3, put like KJ was saying, put Dickerson in at center and then move Jurgensen to.
But he's like an athletic center, which is like what Kelce is. I'd rather mold him and form him only at center, or like just to build him for the future. I don't want to necessarily like be having him switch all the way around and turn him into another Andre Dillard. Keep him at center. Let him focus on his craft. Let him focus on building up at that position, building a repertoire with Hurts, and get in there. If he's gonna be our guy, let's just establish it now. Let's get on with it. And let's not like keep shifting him around, having them learn different positions, different ins and outs. Just have him focus. Stop.
Tom, he's not the guy yet, though.
Yeah,
He's not.
That's what I was
he's
trying
not
to
the guy
say. He's
yet.
not the guy yet. He hasn't established himself yet. I mean, that's
Also-
why he's a rookie.
Yeah, he's not going to be ready.
Even if he does good in preseason, I don't think he establishes himself yet. I still don't.
Yeah, he's not
Because
ready.
preseason is preseason, and you're playing against guys that are probably going to get cut by the team. Like maybe the first week, maybe the first preseason week, maybe the second preseason week. Heck, they might even be starters.
So why not start him against the Lions starters? That's a good first game to have him in at. Hey, do you want him in there against the Rams? Like, I don't want that to be his first game.
You got to know when to save energy. I'm with Tom, like 100%. Tom, like if we can let Jurgens kind of develop against the Lions, and we know that we're going to probably win that game.
We don't know that.
We don't know the Lions.
Well, we can always put Kelce in later. Why don't we start out with
just
Jurgens?
watched the Hard Knocks. I just watched the Lions Hard Knocks.
Yes, fucking yes.
I just watched their Hard Knocks on HBO, and it's
they're
pretty good. But here's the thing with
blood.
the Lions: Dan Campbell is not going to take any shit this year.
You know,
and
the
he
Lions
really
are
wants to
out for
come out
blood.
punching people in the mouth. So I'm not saying I'm scared of the Lions because I'm never scared of the Lions or any other team. But I'll tell you right now, they're going to be a little different. They're going to be playing with an edge this season. I feel like a little bit more.
Right. You know, no, because like they're out for blood. They had a shitty season last season.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Who's that safety or defense back? That was a captain. I can't think of the name, but he was hyping the squad up after camp or whatever. So they're not.
That's Jamal Williams, running back.
Yeah, you're talking about Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
He got
They're
emotional.
not a team to push over.
Right.
Granted,
No.
they can't really recover from a shitty season and be like a great team this season, but I wouldn't take them lightly at all.
The Lions are still going to suck.
They have Hutchinson.
Yeah, they're still going to suck. I'm not saying they're going to be.
They're going to be a below 500 team. That's still my point. You're all proving my point still. Well, do you want them in there against a Super Bowl contender, or do you want to start somebody against a below 500 team?
Tom, the
We're not
worst
saying
team
to
in
put
the
him in the Super Bowl.
NFL is still
We're not saying to put him
1,000
in the
better
Super Bowl.
than the preseason guys.
We're just saying, if he does good in preseason, that doesn't establish him to be like, okay, you know what? If Jason Kelce is like actually injured, yeah, we can put him in at center. It just doesn't, because he's a rookie.
I agree with you there. It doesn't establish that per se. But if he never gets the experience, at some point, he's got to go in there.
Yeah, you're right. When Kelce's not on the team anymore.
Yeah.
If we were a shitty team, I would actually agree with you, but like we have like real aspirations this season. Like on paper, we're like a good team.
Yeah.
So let's win all the games we can. I don't want to be like, oh, fucking.
Yeah, I don't want this to be like one of those. I don't want it to be like one of those dream team seasons where we're like, oh my god, we're going to the freaking Super Bowl and we suck crap.
Imagine
Okay,
getting frosted tips and wearing a hat.
Yo, you're fucking right, actually. You know that? You are fucking right. I paid for this shit. So, KJ, you know what I thought? Speaking of positivity, we're going to the fucking Super Bowl after training camp. No, it was really energizing to be out there and see Jordan Davis absolutely manhandle Juergens. I mean, that does kind of make me nervous coming off of Juergens, but just to see what Jordan Davis was doing to this man, I don't think that there's anything he could have done. But KJ, what are your takeaways from training camp? We had a great time.
It was great. I mean, we got to meet a lot of great people, a lot of great fans. I mean, you could see we met Prime. Prime's a great guy for sure. Go check him out. But, yeah, I think, honestly, we saw Jordan Davis that viral clip of him just annihilating Juergens. But Jordan Davis came back and said, you know what, it goes both ways. But honestly, I mean, people were like, oh, what's Jalen Hurts going to do? I mean, Jalen Hurts had a couple of good throws. I mean, he had one great throw to A.J. Brown in the end zone, and he had some great coverage against James Bradbury. And Bradbury was all over him, and A.J. Brown was just Hurts just put it right in the basket, and he was right there. So it's a great play. Hurts was able to scramble as well. I mean, the blocking seemed like it was pretty good. But yeah, I think it's looking well. And I mean, even guys like Covey, was he a wide receiver?
That guy's legit.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty good. I think he's going to make the team. I really do.
He's going to be practice squad, I think, sadly. Yeah. He's a beast, though. He's like number 41. He's got like the whitest like number of all time for
receiver. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that sucks.
Number 41!
No, it was a good training camp. I mean, the place was electric, and it was a good experience for the players, I mean, and the fans, for sure.
Zeppelin?
I have not gone to watch, but I've been reading basically highlights every day, and it sounds like there are real no surprises. We have a lot of guys hurt. I think a lot of those are precautionary, like Devonta Smith's like out with like a groin injury. But I think Devonta Smith being out and Pascal having food poisoning the first few weeks has shown that like Jalen Hurts has really relied on A.J. Brown, and Brown has played pretty well. He still has some drop issues, but he is really good at doing like the late hands thing. So a lot of receivers will put their hands up too early when the ball's in the air and alert the D-back. Apparently A.J. Brown has been really good at throwing his hands up at the last second, which is risky, but if a receiver is good at that, it's better for the team. The only big thing that I have read is that Nakobe Dean really hasn't done anything good nor bad. Like he's kind of just played okay, which is fine. He's a rookie linebacker who's going to have to make a lot of decisions. So I don't think we should rush him in either. Like I think we should give him time to develop because he's probably the best linebacker talent we've had in a while. So overall, I'm very happy with what I've read. It sounds like nobody has sucked. So, yeah.
I'll take it real quick and then I'll give it to you, Tom. But I went with KJ, and yeah, like KJ said, we had a phenomenal time. If you guys haven't seen in the thumbnail, there was a tomato pie that was literally of Jalen Hurts. It was a really cool experience. So shout out to 4th and John, Prime, all those people that we met. It was a phenomenal experience, and we'll definitely be tailgating with all of you guys again soon. So thank you. But to training camp, I was only there for a little bit. From what I saw, I did see the A.J. Brown catch, and I read in an article today that the Eagles are trying to make A.J. Brown the focal point of their offense, or he has been at least in training camp. I really like that. I like that they're trying to air the ball out. We're paying these wide receivers. In practice, KJ knows Jalen Hurts had a nice run. That was in our blog where he took it about 10, 15 yards and ran it in the end zone, maybe 20. But Jordan Davis, stand out. A.J. Brown, stand out. And I've been hearing, believe it or not, our guys, TJ Edwards has been balling out. And I love hearing that. He's definitely one of my favorite players on the Eagles, somebody I'm just really hoping for. And if he has to take that, middle linebacker 2 position with Nakobe Dean, that's going to be a really good tandem, I think. BPT.
What can I say?
Tom, the hair looks good.
Thank you.
I'm just full of compliments for people's hair. Listen, the boys are looking good.
Thank you. We're looking better than any Mets fan, that's for sure.
Exactly.
We're definitely looking better than Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez should probably go look in the mirror and think about shaving that mustache. Last time I checked, it went out of the 90s, just about the same time he spit on Kramer. Do you like that one, Josh? A nice little.
No, the Phillies won.
They did 4-3. It's beautiful. Yeah. 7 in a row. But to stay on topic, I'm from what I heard, sounds like Jalen Hurts had a good day. Unlike what 94 WIP likes to put out every week, that he just has a bad day after bad day after bad day and has 0 good days. So after fans seeing him have what sounded like a good day at practice, they've kind of shut up about him and trying to start a quarterback controversy, which I love. I love that like we can just be settled in on someone. I heard the same thing as you, Josh. Nakobe Dean's only he's been so-so. He kind of needs some time to get.
Tom, stay on topic. Don't get distracted.
I know I won't get distracted. I'm averting my eyes. Yeah. And then we have like Jordan Davis. Yeah, he absolutely picked up. What did he pick up? Cam Jurgens, or he pick up?
It was Jurgens.
It was Jurgens, and that was kind of cool to see. He's a beast of a human being. Just seeing him in those videos, it was I still can't get over his just pure size. After seeing,
he's huge.
He's absolutely huge. He's a beast, and it sounds like.
What part of his body are we talking about? So what part of what are we talking about?
His height.
Oh, okay. His height.
Not anything else or sexual.
Okay. Yes.
Wow. I don't know why your mind went there, KJ.
You are in the gutter, Zeppelin. You are in the gutter.
I live in the
gutter.
There's aqueducts.
The gutter.
The gutter.
I want to drill Jack.
You guys know, speaking of drilling Jack, what time it's time for? It's time to drill Jackson down because time for everybody's favorite part of the show, 302 Trivia, with your host, Jack Dorden, the mayor of Delaware.
What is up, everyone? Today's trivia, we missed it out last week, is which Eagles running back, had the most receiving yards? Which Eagles running back had the most receiving yards in a season or in his career?
On the Eagles, which Eagles running back, while an Eagle, had the most receiving yards as an Eagle
of all time?
That's a really good question. All time.
Thank you. I came up with it.
Oh, thank you, Josh.
Yeah. Well, I had to throw my
Brian Westbrook.
I'm busting both of your balls. But moving on to our next topic now, Tom, go ahead and cry for us. I mean, look at this graphic. Shout out to Prod for making this. But I mean, Philadelphia, the city of fuck ups with an emphasis on the PH, right?
Yeah.
What?
The only one out of this I kind of feel bad for is Mickey Mooney.
It's Garson. Why Mickey?
Because I felt like he got jerked around a lot, and he just broke his hand playing for the Angels this week. So it seems like nothing could ever go right for him, and it's not for a lack of trying. It was just definitely just some terrible luck. Ben Simmons can go fuck himself. Oh, same way. Markelle Fultz. I'm sorry. Even I gotta let one out every now and again. Nolan Patrick just didn't pan out. I think that was more of a bad trade, bad pick than necessarily him failing. He wasn't really one guy that we necessarily should have got based off of our needs at the time too. It wasn't necessarily the number 2 guy in the draft. Carson, everyone thought was going to be a stud. He was a stud up until he tore his ACL.
All right.
Once he tore his ACL,
Carson Wentz.
Tom, you should. NP got he had a huge concussion issue. Like he couldn't even skate for a year. So I do kind of feel bad for MP. Like that wasn't his fault.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like there's no ill will, and I feel like we set him up for failure. Like that's not his fault.
Yeah, I feel like we will never be able to judge that one correctly. Markel Fultz, I mean, I don't know what happened to him. That was weird. Moniak, I kind of agree with you.
Well,
Ben
according
Simmons?
to J. Cole, Josh, Markel Fultz is our fault. We fucked up his shot, according to J. Cole.
Well,
Just
J. Cole
saying.
makes good music, but J. Cole's an idiot and a logical thing in his life. So don't even get me started on that one. Ben Simmons is – I have nothing left to say about that, man. And Carson Wentz, I kind of feel bad for Wentz too. A little unlucky, maybe not mentally as tough as he needs to be. You know, I think the Philadelphia athlete is changing where social media has really made it worse. And he just got a raw deal. It's not anybody's fault. He just got hurt a lot, you know, whatever. I mean, we won that Super Bowl because of Wentz. So I think there will always be a special place in Philly for Carson Wentz. Maybe not a good special place or a bad special place, just kind of all right, there's Carson Wentz. What up?
He lived long enough to become the villain.
He
Carson.
did. I would agree. I think his career was low-key a microcosm of McNabb's, to be completely honest, except McNabb didn't win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
It was a microcosm. A microcosm is the exact right word because, like, this bad boy, I don't think we would have gotten without him. This is from Amazon, by the way. I mean, no, this is real.
Oh, no, we thought it was real, Don. We thought you were the water brother.
You guys know Carson actually gave me his ring when he said, fuck this team, I'm done. So he actually gave me his Super Bowl championship ring. But no, in all seriousness, I do hear Josh's point. Like, there's always going to kind of be a soft spot for Carson Wentz because he was a good guy and it kind of went sour. And we don't know if that's his fault, if that's Howie's fault, if that's a blend of everybody's fault. We really don't know. I would love to see a 30 for 30 on it because I think it would be so interesting. As far as Ben Simmons goes, like Tom said, fuck him. Mickey Moniak, I mean, I don't really know much about the Phillies. From what I heard, though, 2016, bro, it's 2022. That was 6 years ago. Come on.
He got drafted at 16, though.
I don't care.
He's still young. It's
time to grow up. And last but not least, Markel Fultz. I'm not going to talk about the Flyers player because I don't know him. But Markel Fultz, like J. Cole said, or like Josh said, Jay Zepp said, stick to fucking music, please.
Hey, don't. Yeah. I'm not one of those shut up and dribble people. All right. I'm just saying I don't like a lot of J. Cole's takes. All right. No,
that wasn't a good take. I don't think that was the our fault. KJ?
Yeah, I probably have to agree. I mean, a lot of your guys' points are very valid for sure. Starting with Carson. I mean, it is unfortunate with Carson. I mean, we all saw him being like this franchise quarterback for us for like the next 10 plus years. Obviously, we know what happened. But yeah, he's an injury prone quarterback. And I mean, honestly, it's sad that he isn't here. But at the same time, though, it was good to move on from him because we noticed that it was just time. For Ben Simmons, as everybody else was saying, he can go screw off, to be honest. And honestly, he is not really here to even play basketball, to be honest. He's here to be some glamorous Kardashian 2-point, whatever you want to call it. He just doesn't care about basketball anymore. Because seriously, he left the conversation when it was game 4 of the Celtics and Nets. He was like, I'm not even playing, man. So I don't take him seriously at all. He's a clown. Mickey Moniak, yeah, I feel bad for him. I mean, the kid just gets injured, and he was doing pretty good for the Angels, as I've heard from other Angels fans, for sure.
But he broke his hand this week.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, but I heard he had 2 home runs. I think it was he had 2 home runs before he got hurt. So, and then it was a Markel Fultz. Yeah, Markel, I mean, it was unfortunate. We thought this kid was going to be something special. We thought he was going to be like the next James Harden for us. But then we got James Harden. So for, Markel's situation, I don't know. I think it's some kind of weird accident with his shoulder or something. But, I mean, he's not doing anything for Orlando. As long as he doesn't do anything down there, I'm not going to be mad at him. Because he's not bashing us, and he's not Ben Simmons. So, but then Nolan Patrick, I remember Nolan Patrick was pretty decent at first, but then obviously he just wasn't panning out for us for sure. So I think all of them, it is sad that we could have picked some other players, and I think there's a couple players that we maybe passed up on for sure. Probably in Simmons' draft, it probably was obviously who was the guy? No, it was Markel's draft. Obviously, should we have kept that pick? Maybe, and we would have got Tatum. That would have been amazing. I mean, we would all be probably thinking championship by now, but it didn't pan out that way. So.
No, it sure as shit didn't. I mean, and it's really sad that we have this because now I think that a lot of NFL teams kind of give us a bad rap or hate on us because the way we draft, we missed on, Justin Jefferson, we missed on DK Metcalf, and it feels like those picks will forever haunt the Eagles. And it really sucks that's that case, but the whole NFL is going to be that way. Moving on to our last topic, baby. Jackson, what do we have on Friday night, baby?
Cheesesteaks.
He's not wrong.
No.
Preseason, baby. Let's make sure you guys are on your feet. Yeah, this is going to be a big game. Not really. It's preseason, so what doesn't really matter. But it's nice to see. It's nice to see the Birds in action and see how they can play. I mean, I'm excited. I'm not sure how I will watch the game because
we'll
I'll
actually be at a music festival.
Yeah, we'll be at a music festival, so I'm not going to
I'll be there with you guys.
Yeah, Tom's going. I forgot about that.
Tom, what?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
no, I mean, this is, I'm sure Hurts will get a few reps, probably the first quarter. But this is going to be a make or break to see if he can actually play as well as he's playing in the camp against an opponent, because he has changed his throwing ability. He's been more confident with throwing the ball. So it all goes to show if he can actually perform against an opposing team. So if he can do that and bring it to the regular season, I think we can. Yeah, that's true. I think Hurts will be our guy if he can carry that on to the regular season.
Oh, KJ misses the New York roast beef. Are you going to get the roast beef this weekend, KJ? You going to watch?
Well, obviously, yeah, I'm going to the Mets and Phillies series, and I am actually going to be, I guess, test tasting again and see if I can actually find a decent cheesesteak or maybe a decent roast beef sandwich or whatever.
Can we get a vlog? Can we get a vlog?
Oh, there's going to be a vlog for sure. Woo! There will be a vlog of the whole weekend this weekend. There was some unfortunate news that came out about Matt Bear's family member, but it's all good. He's doing fine. But yeah, honestly, yeah, it's going to be a cool weekend. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can actually find a decent cheesesteak or anything. Probably not. And most likely I'm just going to say they suck. Because last time I was there, you guys know how I feel about it. It was a roast beef sandwich and it was freaking trash.
Anyway, the Eagles going to beat up on the Jets or preseason football? You not getting too involved, or where's your head at?
Well, I'm going to be actually – so the funny thing is I'm going to be in the New York area, and I'm going to be watching it on the Jets network, I guess. I mean, that's what I've been told. And I'll be watching on there. And I think I heard that Hurts and the starters will get like one series or something like that, or a couple series. I think that's what Sirianni was saying. So I'm really just looking forward to seeing them have a couple series. Hopefully nobody gets hurt and the players stay healthy after those series for sure. But yeah, it should be. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some players that are trying to make the roster, and they're going to have to really show up. And a Jets game is a good game to show up.
And I think that the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, are undefeated against the Jets, at least in the regular season. I don't know about in the preseason, but apparently Nick Sirianni said that he's giving a couple of the starters 1 to 2 series. So I don't know if I agree with that personally. But I mean, we're going to get to see A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts in action for the first time is what that means. And that's very exciting. Beating up on the Jets is obviously not going to be, we're going to the Super Bowl like I normally will say we are. But at the end of the day, I think beating up on the Jets could be a good sign too. They had a good draft. They're a pretty good team. And it'll be interesting to see where they take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question for you. Are you one of those people that says Jalen Hurts should and like the starters shouldn't play at all?
I think in this first game, A little bit, yeah. Personally, I do think that just because injuries are so common nowadays, like if Jalen Hurts goes out or AJ Brown goes out and gets injured in this first series, Nick Sirianni will forever be haunted by this. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. Knock on wood. It's just anything can happen nowadays.
I agree. I agree. Anything can happen, but I'd rather them go out and play in the first 2 games than in the last. Well, it's only 3 games now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd rather him go out and play now. So if he gets nicked up or something like that, he has some time before it actually matters. That's all I'm thinking. And then the last game be how it always traditionally be, in that only the guys who are actually fighting for roster spots, and use it as like an open tryout essentially for those guys. I'd rather it be that way. So I kind of would like to see them just play a series or 2. Nothing, not even be like a whole first quarter. Just 1 or 2 series. Be done with it. They face someone other than their own guys, so like they can kind of benchmark themselves, see where maybe they need to tighten some things up before week 1.
All right, boys. Jack, take it away. You had it earlier.
Hey, you know what? We're really in Atlantic City on Friday, but I'm really in the mood for some cheesesteak right now, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at that.
That's beautiful. Shout out to Praj. All right.
I'm not.
Josh, give us your list first, and Jack's going to judge you.
Okay. So, number 1, mom's homemade cheesesteaks. My mom makes great food.
Nope. Wrong.
She's gonna whoop your ass when she sees that.
Next time you go to the house, smack you across the head.
Don't talk about my mom's cookies.
As she should.
Number
Mrs.
2,
Hepburn,
random
best.
Chinese
Never had her cooking, but she is the best.
This legit happened to me. I went to this Chinese restaurant because like I Googled like cheesesteaks with my roommates in college, and it took us to this Chinese restaurant that had a laundromat in the back. Phenomenal cheesesteak. Like the only non-Chinese food they made. It's in College Park, Maryland. It was amazing. Number 3, drunk cheesesteak at 2 a.m. I mean, we've all been there. That's yeah.
Number 4 is
New
wrong.
Jersey Boardwalk cheesesteak.
New Jersey sucks.
Yeah, but the Boardwalk cheesesteaks are good. You know, if you can fight out the Seagulls. And number 5, eating a cheesesteak when a Philly sports team is winning. That's what it's all about right there, boys.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know any of these restaurants. I don't go to the city of Philadelphia that much, and honestly, I don't eat out a lot. So yeah.
Honestly, Keith,
my list,
Blair Witch.
For my wish.
Blair Witch.
I've been to each of these restaurants at least once, and I think I put Gino's as number 1.
Fraud. You're automatically a fraud.
Yeah.
I had
Horrible.
the with wit,
Horrible.
fried onions. Oh my god, it's so good, dude.
Oh.
And then Jim's. I mean, you really can't go wrong, honestly. I mean, you can say for all these restaurants. Cheesesteak in Philly is the best. I know Jim's just burned down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're rebuilding it though. Thank God.
Yeah.
Rebuilding it.
But yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say. I mean, there's nothing really to get wrong at a restaurant that sells cheesesteaks in Philly.
Yeah.
You get mine.
I think that's right. I'm gonna take the fucking ball and run with it, boys. Number 1 is obviously D'Alessandro. Shout out to
No,
KJ,
it's
the
not.
only person that
So
got it right.
overrated.
I'll get there, Tom. Don't worry. You can tell us why you think that fucking Sonny's deserves to be on the list, because that, we'll get into that in a second. But anyway, number 1 for me is D'Alessandro's. Number 2, Tom, I do love Jim Steaks. We can agree on that. Underrated. Please come back. Excited for you to come back. And Jim's Cheesesteaks is underrated. The Whiz Wit, everything that they do there is phenomenal. And then number 3 for me is actually this place in Philadelphia that Tommy knows called Ribolla Pizzeria. It was by St. Joe's where we went to college. I always got their cheesesteak on a Sunday with mushrooms, ketchup, and mayo. It was really good. I would highly recommend it. Now, Larry's, I love Larry's, but Larry's
the 2
is
a.m.
no Ribolla.
drunk run.
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, number 4 for me is what Jack has. I do love Claymont Steak Shop Cheesesteak, Jack. Maybe if I'm at the office on Friday, we'll get that for lunch. Because
Yeah, you're
now I'm
welcome to
hungry.
introduce me to that. By the
Thank
way.
you. I'm
Yeah,
thankful.
you're indebted to him for life.
It's a Delaware staple, actually.
And then number 5 for me
Delaware
is the
trash.
place where I got into a car accident on my way there. It was a damn good cheesesteak, though, and it pissed Jack off because, Jack never had that. But
I forgot about that.
I got into a car accident that day, but I got lucky. It was a rental car. The girl was renting it, and she never reported it, and they never noticed it. That's all I'll say. Everything I'm saying is not legal. I'm just kidding for, legal purposes. I'm kidding.
Or am I? No, I'm just
Don't
kidding.
come after us.
Go ahead first.
Yeah, KJ.
Yeah, KJ.
All right.
Yeah, KJ.
Yeah,
So-
KJ.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
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 Go.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, here we go.
KJ.
All right, so obviously number 1, as Dalton was talking about, D'Alessandro's.
Thank
the thing
you.
about D'Alessandro's is it's different than other cheesesteak places because they actually give you a side of pizza sauce, and it's actually freaking good. At first, when I heard about it, it's like, what the heck? Pizza sauce? My aunt showed me this place, and she's like, yeah, try it. It's like, damn, this is pretty good. And then I was like, it's actually the best cheesesteak I've probably ever had. And then I haven't actually I've tried this place when I was younger. I have to try it again, but I've been told that it is one of the better places. John's Roast Pork.
You've been hanging out with the Philly captain a little bit too much.
Maybe I do. I did hear from him that it was one of the places, and then I did remember that I tried it once or twice, and it was pretty dang good. And then the other place, I'm trying to see if
Tony Luke's.
Tony Luke's.
Tony Luke's, if he can never get his taxes right.
Yeah, he never gets his taxes right though. Cheesesteaks. So, I mean, the cheesesteaks are pretty dang good there. So, Campo's. I just say Campo's because they're pretty dang good at the Phillies game. So, they're pretty decent, and also they're.
We can count Tony Luke's out as a sponsor. Sorry.
Well, they might not come back.
Hey, Tom, it's not your job to talk right now, so let KJ finish, please. Thanks.
Yeah. Tom brought up about the taxes. I didn't do that crap. That was all Tom.
First off, taxes are illegal.
Yeah.
Shut up, Zep. You're done talking. Go ahead, KJ. I'm sorry.
And then number 5, I'm going with Pat's because Pat's is better than Geno's. Jack, you're an idiot for saying that freaking Geno's is number 1.
Wrong.
Yes, Pat's is way better. So, Geno's is like fake cheese and shit. So honestly, Pat's is way better. But that's my list, and I'm the king of cheesesteaks. Deal with it.
Yeah, tell me you went to fucking York College without telling me you went to fucking York College with your number 1. Go ahead, take it away.
No, it's not me, bud. It's Tom. I already went.
You already
Blair
said
Witch
Geno's.
Project
Well, let me say one thing about that Blair Witch. I didn't get a point.
No, you're
earlier.
cut off. It is Tom's
I was
job.
sharing it Facebook.
Shut up.
But I
No.
just want to say that is the worst fucking answer ever. Tom,
Shut up.
take
Tom,
it away.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Tom.
So, one that's very close to my heart, Jim's, as it's with my people in South Philly, the Italians. And so I love Jim's. I don't know what it is about that place, but I love their cheesesteak. Phenomenal cheesesteak. Hey, I go a little different. I put, just like everyone else, with the onions and the sweet peppers. I also like mushrooms on mine, and I don't know what it is, but they have phenomenal mushrooms. The mushrooms they like grill them or something. They're just better there than like any other spot. That being said, my number 2, Sonny's. Sonny's like my Independence Hall. I don't know. It's like an easy in and out place. I think it's might be more the experience than the cheesesteak itself, but like I think that place has a phenomenal cheesesteak. It's like it goes down nice and easy. It's nice and smooth. I feel like I'm talking about beer when I talk about Sonny's cheesesteaks, but like they're phenomenal. Next is Steve's, the Prince of cheesesteaks. That place is phenomenal as well. I love getting their stuff. I love getting a side of onion rings from there with my cheesesteak. That place is banging. D'Alessandro's is well overrated. It's very good though. Very, very good. But I always felt like it was overrated. Like I'd rather take a trip out to go to Steve's or Sonny's or Jim's just to like go and have their stuff. I thought their cheesesteaks were better. Like to me, Del Sandra's was like all over the place with the sauce and the grease and all that. But like the grease is what makes you come back. It's good grease. You need to oil. You need to oil up. You need to oil the gears. And that's what Del Sandra's does. Sometimes a well-oiled machine is one that runs well, and that's what Del Sandra's
clears you out, Dutch.
and then you knew I had to throw a good Delco classic on there. Okay, it might not be a Delco classic, but Delco, and it's great. Because anything in Delco is greater than anything in Delaware. Remember, we didn't produce the worst president in history, Jack.
And way to get political at the end of the show.
I always do. Oh,
Jackson,
I hate Delaware. So, but Concord Pike Steaks, the owner's a nice guy. That place, they sell huge. Their cheesesteaks are like 1.5 feet. Like they do like these extra big ones.
Son, you would know what a 1.5 feet was if it looked you right in the face.
Okay.
So before we end this,
they're great.
Before we end this, Josh, I missed you last week. It's a
outro,
not an intro.
Tell your trivia answer, dumbass.
Nah, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's true. Thank you.
Time for everybody's favorite part of the show, 302 Trivia, with your host, Jack Dorden, the mayor of Delaware.
Yeah, so the question was, which Eagles running back had the most receiving yards at his career as an Eagle? And the answer was Brian Rustbrook with 3,790 yards receiving.
I was going to guess Darren Sproles.
All right, Jackson, now you can feel free.
Steph, we missed you last week.
Shut the fuck up.
We missed you last week. It's an outro, not an intro. Hit that outro.